Nestled in between the Skincare Love Beauty Spa and Advani's Pest Control School here in Elmhurst, Queens, is Indo Java, a 2-aisle mini-mart for all things Indonesian. But every Tuesday, it turns into the city's smallest restaurant with truly authentic Indonesian food.
Hi! Welcome to Warung Selasa.
You're in luck. You got the best table in the house.
This is the one. Have a seat.
It's also the only table.
My name is Dewi Chayadi. I'm the owner of the Indo Java. We opened Indo Java 10 years ago. Every Tuesday, I cook right here for all the customers. We call Warung Selasa, so it means Tuesday food stall.
This little soubrette turned one-table pop-up restaurant isn't complete without one of the smallest kitchens in the world.
Our kitchen is very tiny. It's a love kitchen because just enough for 2 persons.
2 people might be a stretch. It's half the size of a broom closet, but it doesn't stop Dewi from whipping up classic Indonesian fare like gudeg and rendang ayam.
Just like the original.
Yummy. Before, there is non-Indonesian store. It's difficult to find the ingredient from Indonesia, and we miss the community. If we have a store, the Indonesian people will come here, and then we still can talk Indonesian language. That's our dream, and then now it's happened. I'm not a professional chef. I don't have any education chef background, so I just learned from my mom. In the restaurant, the chef always hide in the kitchen. I like talk with the customer when I serve the food, so we can sharing the story. They always say it, next week I have to come again.
If you want a pastrami sandwich, go to Cask Delhi. If you want a Chive Cheese, come to Haji, Delhi.
This, my friends, is the story of the real New Yorker sandwich and the people who keep the legacy alive.
I've been eating here for 20 years.
Any tourist in the world knows where the hot dog is, but only New Yorkers know where the Chive Cheese is.
On 110th and 1st Avenue, inside the bodega best known as Haji's, we meet Salah.
My name is Salah Al-Hubaishi, and I'm the manager of Haji's Deli and Grocery for 15 years. We actually invented Chive Cheese.
Yo, boss, let me get 2 Chive Cheese with everything on it.
Lettuce, tomato, pickle, ketchup.
Put bacon on it too. Salt, pepper, and vinegar.
The ingredients is 1 burger, for example, or 2 burgers. You chop it up good, and then you put it with some seasoning. That's the secret, the seasoning, and whatever you like lettuce, tomatoes, onion, and that's a sandwich. It's an Arabic food, but we don't add cheese over there. But when we come here, we do cheese on it. On a roll is $3.75. On a hero, that costs like $5.
Haji's is located in a part of New York that's made up of various kinds of people with a variety of incomes. So keeping chopped cheese at a price point everyone can afford has been a top priority. In fact, the chopped cheese has only gone up $1 in the last decade.
We are here for a long time, helping the community and serving the community. Chive Cheese is like everything to the community because it's affordable and delicious, so everybody like it. We sell about 200 Chive Cheeses a day.
Gospel of the chopped cheese has spread beyond Harlem and into bodegas far and wide, attracting loyal New Yorkers everywhere it appears. But in the end, it all comes back to Haji's and Salah.
I eat Chive Cheese every day. But for me, sometimes I don't eat it with cheese. I make it like a Chive hamburger. It's the same thing, but no cheese. So I'm trying to lose weight, that's all.
Truffles are just such an elusive, mysterious ingredient. So these are the Spanish winter black truffles. They're from Aragon. They just have this alluring earthiness, quality that I've never tasted before. They kept me totally obsessed with them for almost 10 years now. My name is Ian Prakayastha, and I procure hard-to-find ingredients from around the world, mainly fresh truffles. I'm a dealer of sorts. I deal truffles out of my car. It definitely has this underground element. When I was younger, people used to call me the truffle boy. I started when I was 15, and I'm now 24. I'm constantly on the hunt for identifying the most desirable regions that produce the very best truffles.
Smell really nice. Where are these guys from?
Spain. They've never been successfully cultivated on a commercial scale, and they grow underground, and they're obviously extremely rare and hard to find. That's why they're worth their weight in gold. As soon as a truffle is found, the clock is constantly ticking because there's only a 7-day shelf life. They're 98% water. Every single day that a truffle is unused, it's evaporating. I still get excited every time I get a new truffle shipment in. They're sent from Europe to JFK, where they're cleared by FDA, USDA, Homeland Security, and Customs. I sort them, I go through every single truffle looking for imperfections. And then I basically hop in the car, the box full of truffles, all right, and sell to 90% of the fine dining restaurants in New York. Everyone from David Chang to Sean Brock to 11 Madison Park, Le Bernardin, a variety of Michelin-starred restaurants. During truffle season, we import around $200,000 worth of truffles a week. A small amount of truffles could be anywhere from 5 to 15,000. We're dealing with quite a lot of valuable product. I'm doing something that I love. It doesn't even feel like work anymore. My warehouse smells like truffles, my car smells like truffles, my apartment, it's like I can't escape truffles. It's like they're smothering me, which is a great problem to have, I guess.
On the surface, the Ganesha Temple in Queens seems like just a place of worship for Hindus.
Hi.
But if you take the side entrance, down the hall with all the lights, follow the signs, down the stairs, follow more signs, down more stairs, you'll find the Temple Canteen, a restaurant serving food to rival anything you would find in India. This is Dr. Uma Mysoricar.
Namaste. I am the president of the Hindu Temple Society of North America in Flushing, New York. The temple came into existence in 1977.
And as one of the first of its kind in North America, the temple has become a cultural hub for Hindus throughout the US.
This is a place like home. People who come to the temple spend their whole day here. They have their worshipping services in the morning, and then very often we have cultural programs. But also, they come here to eat.
They come to the temple to eat?
Yes, they do come here to eat. Some of them come just only to eat, not even to come inside the temple.
So, in addition to a place of worship, a community center, and a wedding venue, the Ganesha Temple serves cuisine authentic to South India and is open to the public. And the food is pretty fantastic. Just ask the New York Times, or New York Magazine, or Anthony Bourdain.
This is delicious.
It's not easy to find our Indian food everywhere around the corners, so people come to find authentic Indian food.
Okay, so if you don't know anything about South Indian food, here are some of the must-haves. There's vara.
I always call that as salty donuts.
Idli.
It is nothing but puffed rice.
Sambar.
It is made of lentils, very healthy.
And most notably, dosas.
There are at least about 8 or 9 kinds of dosas. It consists of dough and there is a filling inside. We have about 10 authentic Indian cooks. In our Hinduism, we strongly believe without the offering of food to the deities, our prayer is incomplete. And that's how it really started. But I think when you go to a canteen or a restaurant, you want to enjoy your food. We want to make sure that whether it is a Hindu or a non-Hindu, should be able to enjoy the food. Who cares really whether it is an Indian restaurant or a non-Indian restaurant? You just want to go and eat food.
So the next time you're hungry in Queens, try the temple.
There are countless Chinatowns all over the world, and New York boasts one of the most famous, full of cheap produce, fish markets, and of course, a plethora of Chinese food. But if you hop on the 1 train, take it to the Upper West Side, you'll find a Chinese restaurant like no other, where half the menu is something else.
Chuleta, chicharrones, ropa vieja, tostones, arroz y frijol.
This is La Caridad 78, New York's last Cuban-Chinese restaurant.
Comida china y criolla.
Criolla.
How did this unlikely culinary duo come to be? That's a great question. Enter Sam Lee.
Sorry, with my wife. When my father came over here, he started like his own restaurant with Cuban spices and also the Chinese food mixed together.
Hundreds of thousands of Chinese came to Cuba in the 19th and early 20th century, establishing a strong presence on the island. But when Castro came to power, most Chinese immigrants like Sam's father left, many of them coming to the US. And thus, Cuban-Chinese food was born.
I would say La Calidad restaurant is not a restaurant. It's a kitchen for Upper West Siders. We have oxtail, ropa vieja, which is like a shredded beef. At the same time, we serve Chinese food. Either cooked from, mainly from China, and they learn the trade when they got here, and they become very good.
So are there any Cuban-born workers left?
I still have one Cuban worker working for me.
Me tienen haciendo a mí comiendo mierda aquí. My name is Antonio Wong. I work in the Calidad. I started in 1986. I'm born in Havana, Cuba in 1951. I'm the last Cuban working the restaurant.
While Cuban-Chinese culture is fading, La Caridad is a snapshot of a strange moment in time where two vastly different cultures merged together.
The Cuban Chinese people getting older, and they don't have any younger people to take over. I myself feel like I owe my father, who started this restaurant, so I want to try to make sure that I carry on the tradition for him.